Okay, our Eastern Region hero, Alan Symonette, you want to come on up? Okay, with Alan today is his daughter Ashley, his son Austin, his sister Sharon, and Branch 25 President Tony Tallarico. Okay, thanks for coming. Now, Alan, who's from Gainesville, Florida, he was delivering a package in a large apartment complex when he heard a crash, followed by tire squeals, then a second crash, and more tire squeals. The 29-year letter carrier stepped out of the hallway of the complex and realized that an SUV had hit a couple of vehicles before going over a curb and plunging into a retention pond. He saw the SUV bobbing in the water about 40 yards out from where he was. Now, Alan, who's a Marine Corps veteran, he quickly went to the bank of the pond. He removed his shoes, his phone, and other valuables, and he swam out to the car. An apartment maintenance man joined him, and the two of them tried to pull the SUV back towards shallow water, but they couldn't because they themselves were treading water. They then tried to get inside the vehicle, again, to no avail. With the SUV continuing to sink, Alan finally got in through the driver's open window and tried to dislodge the unconscious man's legs, which were stuck. Just as the car was almost completely filled with water, Alan and a bystander managed to pull the driver out of the vehicle and bring him to the shore. As is typically the case, when letter carriers intervened to save someone, once Alan saw that the driver had regained consciousness and was being taken to a hospital, he simply put his boots back on and resumed delivery of his route. Right? Yes, sir. That's right. In assessing the situation, the judges said, and I quote, "Heroism just jumped off the page," as they were reviewing. Right? Is that what yeah. Alan had a simpler take. "I just thought I did the right thing that day." Well, Brother Alan, I think we're doing the right thing this day in honoring you as the 2015 Eastern Region Hero of the Year. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wait, your sister. Never really into that. Wait. Very.
I have so many pins. Thank you.
Get rid of them.
No, they're from the NALC.
Are they? Okay. Say a few words.
Please, please.
Do you think I'm funny?
I think you're the best president
Oh,
we
okay.
could possibly have. Oh, let me take a breath. I'm usually not finding myself short for words, but I'm very humbled today. What I did that day was what I would like anybody in this room to do for my daughter, my son, or anybody else that I'm related to, or myself. You look for things like this to happen to you when you're in your 20s. And what sums it up that day is I was a little slow taking my boots off. I was asking God for somebody to please show up and take this burden from me. But as it was the day that I found out what I was made out of and went out there and did the best I could. Managed to bring the man back to shore, realized that I wasn't 25 anymore. Stood on the shore for a while and realized that it's time to go back to work. I'm I consider the NALC and the Postal Service my family. It's provided me a great wage. I was able to raise 2 kids. And the NALC itself, I've got so many family members out there that are in this room. I've spent 20 years as an active steward, many positions as officers, and for this to happen 4 months before I retire, this is one heck of a way to go out. And one thing happened that I wanted to bring note that while this happened, my business agent called me and asked me to clarify some issues and asked me what the Postal Service had done for me on this. And I said, well, they said thank you. And right before I came up here, I got this piece of mail from the Board of Governors. And it was expressing their gratitude and the fact that after I was done that I continued on with my route, and it was signed by the chairman of the Board of Governors. And it was on behalf of Kenny Gibbs, the business agent of Region 9, and my postmaster, who wasn't there at the time. He was detailed out as an MPU. So I wanted to give credit to both those individuals and thank the Postal Service and the Board of Governors for sending me that letter. That letter means a lot to me, as does these awards today, and as does my friendship with Judy, Fred, everybody in this room that I've worked with. And I just want to say thank you. And I'm glad to be here.